Howdy folks, welcome back to another Bad 66 Chevelle video here. I'm in the process of getting the alternator on this truck and trying to kind of mock everything up here. Yeah, get our belt over here. I'm not sure if this is the right belt or not, but this is the belt that was inside the truck when I bought it. So, hoping it's the right one. So that would be good. I think it is. Yep. Well, that's lucky. I'm just kind of getting our alternator bolted up here. Kind of mocking it up. I went ahead and finally figured out all these wires. The only one I didn't figure out was this I one. There's an eye on this voltage regulator. It is this end right here, basically this one. Really, you don't need that one. That one's for the idiot light, and it's basically when you turn the key on, the alternator light comes on. Then when you start it, it's supposed to go out. Like on a new car, you turn the key on, the battery's supposed to come on, and then as soon as you fire it up, then it's supposed to go out. Basically telling you it's charging. I'm gonna come back to that and I will wire this up. But we got our power. This is your power right here. And you have your field, and then this is your stator. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and get this alternator mocked up a little bit. See how it all fits. 5/8. It bolts to 5/8. On our other video, I was talking about the shift linkage on here. Just to get back to that, what I was meaning is on GM stuff, there is teeth down here, so that when you pull your shifter back, you cannot, do this. See how I'm pushing it up and down? What that is, it is no shift indents on here, and that's just one of the factory flaws right there. And that's basically why it allows you to shift it, from park all through the gears. And I don't like that. There's no shift indent on there, because it had the teeth on here. There was no way that you can actually, push that down. But this one you can. And I don't really like that design. And see, if you go on this truck over here that I have, it's got the shift indents on it. That's basically what I was meaning in the previous video. Hang on a second, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. But basically, this one has the teeth on it, the shift indents. See this right in here? Y'all can see that. But see, it's got these shift indents. There you go. So yeah, I'm pushing on the top of this, and it will not go down. See that? I mean, I'm pushing and it will not go down, because it's got these little shift indents. See how that's machined in here? So I don't really like that design on the Ford. We're going to address that somehow, because I just don't really care for that. That's why you can actually physically take, you can push that thing in gear, because there's no shift indents there. But anyway, that's why I wanted to, I really didn't finish the video completely, but that's what I was getting to at it. But anyway, to get back to our alternator here, we got our wires done here. We got our ends on. This is just temporary, just so I can fire it up and so does charge. So we're going to take our 5/8 here. We're going to loosen this up a little bit. just like that. Hey, that way I can, yeah, I think that'll work. Yeah, yeah, we got plenty. And what I'm checking for is making sure that when we put tension on this, so I'm looking down here too, when we put our bolt through it, this is actually supposed to go behind it. I'll have to loosen it up to fix it. But I just want to make sure when we tighten everything up, we got enough tension on the belt. Don't want to squeak or nothing. I think we're going to be alright. We got lucky. That's a pretty new belt too. And those of you that don't know, the part number for this belt is 15395. 15395. Those of you that need that belt number. These belts nowadays are getting ridiculous. This belt right here, I think, is almost 15 bucks. It's getting ridiculous. Anyway, I just want to show y'all that we're getting our alternator on here now and get that wired up. I'm going to get a voltmeter and check it all. Make sure everything is working on it. I'm trying to get this truck to the point where I can drive it home. Now we still got to get our radiator cap yet. We have to get our overfill hose and stuff. You know, it's a lot of little stuff it needs. Plus, I'm gonna get a thermostat for it and I'm gonna put it in it, and I want to see if this thing will get hot or not. Because right now it's no thermostat in it and it won't warm up right. And I got to get back to our PCV too. I had to fix that. But overall, it's getting there. And one thing I'm glad I made sure too, because some alternators were just a single pulley on here. This one's the dual, and I'm glad I did get the dual, because if you look, if it was, this would have been the single, you know, it wouldn't have lined up right with the, it wouldn't have been no way it would have lined up right. So I wanted to make sure and get the dual on here. I think this one actually here, this second groove here is actually for a small pump. I think it goes down there, but this truck never had it. Thank goodness. I think this truck had the Cadillac converters on it, but I don't think it had none of the small stuff, because I looked on the sticker and it said well, it might not have Cadillac converters. It said non-Cadillac. Of course, 302. Auto neutral drive. Oh, okay. Ignition timing 6 degrees before top dead centers. Well, that's pretty cool. It tells you all the stuff on it. Anyway, I just wanted to make a little update video here. We're getting our alternator on. I gotta adjust our bracket here to get this all lined up right. But it's definitely getting there. And I got lucky too, because when I bought the truck, it's like a brand new belt. So that's gonna work nice. This is just a little quick update video here. Gotta get some tires for this thing. Notice our tire right here's got a slow leak. Every time I come work on this truck, it's gone down more and more. I ain't polished these wheels yet. I need to polish them. And they look like that. If it's anybody out there who wants to help me on this project and help me get this truck going, you can donate money through PayPal. I'll put a link in the description. It's Malibu, MALIBU 2834 at yahoo.com. And then if you want to do that, just make sure and send it as a friend, because PayPal charges a fee. But if anybody wants to do that, I greatly appreciate that, because that'll help me get my truck going. But it's coming along. And that one wire I was talking about on that alternator, that's the indicator lamp. It's this one right here. That's what that's for, so that when you turn the key on down there, this is supposed to light up, and then when you fire it up, it's supposed to go out. That's what that's for. So we got to basically, I'm gonna take and I'm gonna have to trace that down and find the other end of that wire and attach that back together. But the other three wires, you got your field, then you got your stator, and then you got your power. You always got a power. And that's always the biggest wire. It's like a 10 gauge. But that's what that's for, because I could not find nothing on that one wire. But anyway, that's what that's for. It's for that idiot light right there. And I gotta take and check our. I'm gonna put the thermostat in our water neck out there, and because I had run this thing in the previous video, I'd run this truck for like an hour, and our temperature gauge didn't even move at all. And I think that's just from where it was really cold outside, and there's no thermostat in it, and then, you know, it's not letting it warm up. It's getting too much water flow through it. But I'm hoping that's what it was. I hope it's not the sending unit, because our temperature gauge wasn't even moving at all. And I don't want to fix that. They're not that big deal to fix. I think they're only like $4 or $5 for that sending unit. But I want to make sure that's fixed. One thing I'm going to do too, once you get this truck running and get our motor straight, is later on, at some point, we're going to take this radio out and we're going to put a decent radio in it. Because my other truck don't have a radio in it, and I missed that. So I'm definitely going to put a radio in it. Because our speaker is right here. Underneath here. So I'm going to try and see if we can get to that. Then we'll put a new speaker in it. We'll put a new radio in it. And I'm going to fix our cigarette lighter too. I don't even think it's hooked up. Nope. I think somebody just stuck it in there. Ain't no big deal. All you gotta do is make sure it's grounded really good and run a hot to it. This dash is in pretty decent shape though, for the most part. I don't think I really made too many videos of the dash for y'all. Oh, and some of the trucks I was looking at pictures of, this one's got the idiot light for the oil pressure, and some of them actually got a gauge. I'd like to take and change that out and just have a regular gauge in it. That would be a little nicer. I'm really glad this truck doesn't have AC. If they've had AC, it wouldn't have this cover. It would be the vent here. I'm just really glad of that. I don't know what Ford's design this is. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I guess the Ford logo or something? I don't know. But I'm really glad this truck don't have AC, because that's just more stuff to worry with. Because the problem with having AC, if it works, that's good. But the problem with having, you know, this old stuff, you know, you got to worry about all the duct work and all that stuff. And I'd just rather not have it, because just a regular heater is just a lot easier to work on. You ain't got all the extra wires, and you ain't got all the extra AC junk. Plus, it's just easier to service. So I'm really happy this truck's just a non-AC truck. So I'm really surprised, because a lot of them I've looked at, they had AC, and I'm glad this one don't. I'd actually seen an 85 F150, I think. If you go back in my previous videos, it was in a salvage yard, and that was a non-AC truck, and that was really rare, because most of them, I think, in the 80s had AC. A pretty loaded truck. But it's coming along. Really happy with it. This truck actually has a tuner in it too, which is neat. At first, when I bought this truck, I didn't really look at it real close. I thought it was the trailer brake thing, but it's actually for the radio. It's one of them tuners. It was pretty cool. I'm gonna save all this stuff and fix it. One thing I like too is actually still got the headliner in it. The headliner's actually in decent shape. It's pretty rare because most of them are falling down. This one's not even falling down or anything. And see, it's been about 4 years at least because somebody that had the oil changed. And if you look, see, it says October 10th, 2014. And it says 37,655. Well, 137,655. And if you look down here, it says 36,935. So, wasn't too far away. This truck is set about 3.5 years, at least. But it's not too bad. So at some point between that time and now is when the head gasket must have blowed. There's a fuel pump gasket too. Which is a shame. I really was kind of disappointed that head gasket blowed. But that's my main thing for now. I want to get the alternator, get that finished up, and get it wired up. Get the belt on it. And then we'll get our voltmeter. We'll check all that. We'll make sure it's charging and all that like it's supposed to. And then once we get that done, I'm gonna figure out something about this shift linkage, because I just do not like it. This truck's still got all the letters too. F-O-R-D. Which is pretty rare. They're actually in decent shape. And then once we figure out something about our shift linkage, I'm gonna take and do the brakes on it. Now I'm debating about, I want y'all to drop a comment on the bottom here. I want to get y'all's opinion. What I've been thinking about doing with this shift linkage is, I've been thinking about taking in, because you can buy this piece for this column. You can buy just this section. And what I was going to do is I was going to take this one off and take this shifter off and do away with all this and just convert it over to a floor shift column and get like a B&M shifter. Y'all have to excuse my mess here. It's my box for my radiator, but anyway, get a B&M shifter and mount it like down in here. Because I want it the ratchet style, because you have to pull it up to lock it and pull it out of park, and that's what I want it. That way it locks it in park. It's not, you know, like this one where you can move it. I just don't like it. Now my other option too, I was thinking, I don't know how it would work, but I was thinking about getting like an 80 F150. Because I think that style column, that's when they started having the ignition switch. They moved it from the dash to on the column. And I think those columns are decent too, because, you know, it's no way it can come out of park. You have to have the key. So I thought about going that route, just going to a newer column. Then I could get my tilt wheel and all that, because this one's just a regular non-tilt.